Good morning, my friends. 4 a.m. on Monday. My favorite way to start out Mondays is on the Peloton bike. It really gets the week started out on the right foot.
To the club, stepping with a positive vibration. Get your ass off the wall. 100, 110. 3, 2, 15 seconds. Come on.
So on Peloton, you can choose any of the trainers, and they probably have like 15 to 20 of them. But every single time, I go with Alex Toussaint. I believe that's how you pronounce his last name. His rides are amazing, so much fun. His energy is contagious. I promise you, if you ever start one of his workouts, it's going to be a good one. Another 45-minute ride in the books. If you struggle getting going on Mondays, I highly recommend incorporating some cardio. You might wake up and you say, I'm too tired. Well, I promise you, you're gonna be just as tired in 30 more minutes or 45 more minutes after you hit the snooze button. So much better just to wake up. And after I finish with this, I have so much more energy. Hey, buddy! Hey! Hey! What's up, buddy? What's up, buddy? Did you have a good breakfast? What you got?
Save the dates.
Doesn't look like enough for all the rich homies out there. Do one at a time?
Maybe so.
Oh my God. And here we go, my friends. If you've been on the channel for a while, you know I've had some interesting experiences with owning homes, mostly selling my last house, which fell through 3 times before it actually sold. So now we're getting ready to have a meeting with our project manager at the house that we're building because we got a pre-drywall inspection, which I would highly encourage everyone to do if you're building a home. You essentially can opt for 3 total inspections, pre-drywall, then another one, and then a final. So we did. And I'm glad we did, because what they found were a lot of different issues. And I'm not that excited about this meeting. I'm going to try my hardest not to say anything too mean. I'm gonna try to be on my best behavior, but in my mind, when I see that, when you pay someone a lot, I'm talking a lot of money to do something, if they do it so wrong that like you have foundation issues already, it's either incompetence or negligence, either of which inexcusable. Cameraman made me turn off the Kevin Gates and turn on some country. She said I was getting too intense. Well, are we screwed?
No.
Is it all over?
No. Everything's good.
Maybe. I gotta see the reports. I need the engineer's certified letter. I don't trust anybody. We still have to take a dramatic thumbnail, so hold on. Cameraman has to pee, so I can't give you guys a proper tour. But this is what we've got. We've got a living room. We've got a kitchen island. Just imagine, big old island, big old refrigerator, big old vent or something, oven, sink with a farmer that we paid a lot of more money for because we want a farmer sink or something. Then over here, you've got a desk and an office and a garage. This is actually the most important part. So 3-car garage, 1, 2, 3. 3 is the gym. What else we got? What else we got? We got an upstairs too. That's pretty cool. There's no such thing as a dining room. That's the biggest hoax in American housing history. Pantry. This will never get furnished. Then we go upstairs. Like a little TV room or something like that. Again, a room that's very unnecessary. We have a person's bedroom and another person's bedroom. What's this? Person's bedroom. Bathroom.
Yeah, bathroom.
Laundry room. Travis's closet. Megan's closet. Again, Travis's closet. See? Megan's closet. What do you think?
I love it.
So you're building a house and you know everyone shows you all the fun, you know, you're picking out all the upgrades and you know all the cool parts about it, but no one shares all the stressful activities involved, and there's a lot. Building a house is a whole different experience than just buying a house, as I have learned, but I think it is going to be worth it, and we should be done early October, which is crazy to think about, which means in early October, I should be able to actually train with a barbell again. of my favorite at-home lunches, super easy, super quick. So I've got a bed of kale, just sprayed it with a little avocado oil with some salt and garlic powder. We've got 90-10 ground bison with the chicken thigh on top of there. Got some good protein and fats, very low carb here. And I've got this side section so Alfie doesn't bark at me and I can feed him as I eat this. And the protein slime every single day. Definitely pick up the greens if you have not already. I mixed it with the vanilla select protein this time, but it's packed with protein, micronutrients, and it tastes delicious. What do you think, bud? Whoa! Is that you? Is that, no, you cannot eat that. You cannot eat that, buddy. That's you. That's you, buddy. It's not a snack, it's you. I would have to say this is the best package delivery I've ever gotten in my entire life. I got my custom Alfie mask, which he does not like very much. I've got my trade coffee, which I cannot wait to share with you all. And then of course, I've got my new select protein bars, the brand new brown sugar flavor. I cannot wait to try these guys. I'm gonna give you a taste test for sure here in a bit. And what they did is they actually lowered the amount of fiber because some people is upsetting their stomach. Not me, I've got a stomach of steel. What do we got for dinner tonight?
Barbecue chicken thighs, sweet potatoes, zucchini.
So we have the same menu every single week. Monday happens to be one of my favorite. Megan makes chicken thighs in the air fryer, which are ridiculously good. She cuts up zucchini, bakes that. We have these pre-cut sweet potatoes, which are awesome. I love this dinner. So Tuesday is Chipotle bowls. We have wild card Wednesday, could be anything. A lot of times steak and potatoes. Thursday we have salmon bowls. Friday bar taco. I love our lives. So Meg is over here steady grinding. Look how awesome this is. Megan has this design business. So if you guys are interested, I'll put the link right here. I cannot wait for her to design our house. This is for a client, but she puts together some amazing pieces. What are you most excited for in the new house?
Project.
Ew. I think I'm most excited for the kitchen. Just like better footage, you know? Like we don't have this ugly granite countertop in this small area. We have a big old island. Alfie will just be running around like a madman. But that's the part I'm most excited for. And actually, I take that back. Obviously, I'm most excited for the home gym in the garage. All right, my friends, I'm telling you, when you eat like this, you just feel so good. So I've got 2 chicken thighs, we've got some zucchini, and we've got some cut up sweet potato. According to Megan, we can actually eat this because the sell-by date was today, but I'm pretty sure we're gonna be all right. Anything you wanna say?
No.
In case you're ever wondering how I get Alfie to not bark while I'm recording these clips, Cheerios, go fetch, buddy. Okay, let me give you a really quick review of this new brown sugar cinnamon protein bar. Oh my gosh, I can tell you right off the bat, it's much softer and gooey even than before. So I'm just gonna tear this apart so you guys can get the full experience here. Wow, 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 wow. It's essentially like you're eating a brown sugar cinnamon Pop-Tart in protein bar form. Fantastic. I'm gonna give it a 9.1276 out of 10. Highly, highly encourage you to pick them up. And if you don't follow me on Instagram where I'm giving these live updates, you definitely should because this video is gonna make 9 days in arrears. So don't blame me if you're getting the information late and they're already sold out. Huge relief that today is over. You know, you run a million different situations through your head when you see an inspection report like that. And you always expect the worst, but in reality, it could have been much worse, but it ended up being all right. So we will pick back up. I don't know when exactly because today is Monday and I get very busy during the work week and I have to even knock out some work yet tonight. So don't worry, we're not done yet. We'll have some more discussions around building the house, but it doesn't matter to you. We need to give the people some words of wisdom to end this video. So what are we gonna tell them about? Well, first, just give them a little bit of background on the house building process. How has it been? Challenges, things you've loved? Tell the people.
So we started in March, right?
Yeah.
About a month later, we did the design options. Then we were kind of stuck in a waiting period. And then now I feel like we're kind of at the last 2 months. So sheetrock went up last week.
Yeah.
And then from there, they'll start doing flooring and paint and all of the fun stuff. So Travis will actually be able to visualize.
Yeah, because right now I have no idea. But I feel like there's been a lot of stress, even though not too much has gone wrong yet. Even though, so when we first got the inspection reports, we were looking at it and we're just like, what the hell did we get ourselves into? So if you're in that process, our advice would probably be calm down. It usually looks a lot worse than it actually is. And I knew that from prior experiences and getting inspections and things like that. But when you see it and you're spending all this money and you're like, there's no way it could actually be that bad. And so it ended up being okay. We did get the letters from the structural engineers, so it wasn't a big issue. They fixed a few minor things. So we're kind of in like the last quarter now of building the home. So we should, in the next few months, like see it all come together, which is pretty awesome. Any like specific challenges that you've had? Because Megan's really doing most of the work with all of this in terms of designing, picking things out. I'm kind of just here taking up space.
I wouldn't say any, what did you call it? Any challenges?
Yeah.
I wouldn't say that. I mean, I think you need to definitely do research on what specifics you want. So like if you know that you want to add additional wiring, make sure that you have that in mind before the sheetrock goes up, because it's a lot easier to do that before they do all of that, and you'll be able to know that you got what you wanted. So you did the insulation in the garage.
Yeah. I think you definitely have to be proactive, organized, and ask a lot of questions. There are some things, even some that might be minor, but to me they're kind of a pain that like I wasn't told this up front. For example, we walked through the model house and the model home was built on a slab. So it had a patio out back, and I love that. Well, when we got to our house, they said, well, you're gonna have a deck because you have a crawl space. And I was like, I didn't ask the question. I should have, and it's not a huge deal, right? But it's annoying because I didn't want a deck, I wanted a patio. It's just one more thing for me to maintain. So all of these things, like you really have to ask a whole lot of questions. You can't just assume anything. And also I would say, just some recommendations when you're going through that process is add probably $50,000 to $100,000 of whatever you think you're gonna spend. I mean, it's going to be very, very expensive because not only—
You mean with the design options?
Not only with the design options, but also like all of these other things I'm just thinking about in my head, like the insulation, for example. I wanted to insulate the garage that wasn't included, so that was $1,000. You're gonna have a lot of these expenses that come up. We're thinking about painting the entire house, right? Before we even move in. So that's gonna be a lot of money because they would not let us choose a color that we wanted. So it's going to be more expensive than you think. So say your budget is, say you have $1 million, no, let's be a little bit more realistic. Say you have a $300,000 budget. I would only commit to $250,000, including the design options in your head, including those, because there's gonna be more stuff, and especially if you're moving into a new house, like we have to buy all new appliances. There's a lot to do, so there's definitely a huge financial commitment there. And I think you just don't always think about it up front. You think, oh, I can afford a $1,500 or $2,000 mortgage, but there's a lot more that goes into it.
Yeah, I think on the furnishing side of things, I don't think that we're going to just completely furnish the house all at once. We're definitely going to prioritize the rooms that we want, and not just get something to fill the house, but actually get the things that we really want over time. It's gonna take a while, probably 2 years or more to get everything that we want, and probably even still then we'll change things out and our taste will change, but don't go into it, in my opinion, don't go into it and try to furnish the entire thing all at once, because you're just going to have things from the same store. It's all going to look kind of staged, in my opinion. So just kind of take your time with that.
And it sounds like even like a lot of your clients, they'll do like room by room. So they really focus on one room, like, hey, I want to focus on this room. Like a lot of people come to her and say, hey, will you design my bedroom or my kitchen? And they just focus on that. And that's probably what we're going to do too. And luckily she can take care of all of that, which is awesome. It's going to be beautiful. As far as any regrets, anything?
Our Facebook group is a little petty, but hopefully it's just kind of a few bad apples and not the entire neighborhood.
That's all of them.
Yeah, that's kind of set a bad tone for us. They don't seem really friendly.
I think that's just
maybe just a few of them.
Yeah.
The ones who comment.
For me, the only regret that I have is not asking enough questions on the crawl space for slab. And also, if I had to do it all over again already, I'm already regretting. I wish we would have picked a lot that does not share a backyard. Megan wanted the natural light, so I don't think it's big enough.
I don't want snakes and critters.
Yeah, so I really would like to have the backyard to the woods. But again.
And ticks.
Yeah. And when, everyone will say, like, they're doing this process, we're building our dream home. And I think that, like, sounds good and all, but, I mean, I don't think this is our dream home, right? It's not my dream home.
I think we can make it that way. I don't think as soon as we move in, it's going to be exactly how we want it. But I think over time, as we do projects and change things and customize it to us, I think that it could be.
I think it's a good starter home for us. But, I mean, like, it's not, I don't think it's our end-all, be-all house forever. Like, I mean, I would like to live on a lake or, I mean, I don't know. Like,
he's a dreamer.
Yeah, like, I mean, my dream home entails a lot more. I mean, it's a beautiful house, but anyway, let's get back to to actually helping them. I would say if you're interested in building a house, just be prepared. Understand it's gonna cost a lot of money, a lot more than you think initially, and you have to really ask them a lot of questions. And there is a lot that can go wrong, and still, we have 2 months to go, and a lot more can go wrong for us too. So you are taking a little bit of a risk. It's not like you get to see the finished product before you commit. But what do you think? Do you recommend it?
Yeah, I do. I mean, I think that it all depends on your preferences. Some people want a fixer-upper, and they want to be able to do projects. We're not that handy.
No.
We weren't going to undertake that, but yeah, I mean, I think for us it was a great decision.
Yeah, it's been pretty fun. It's been cool to document it. I hope you guys have been enjoying it as well. If you have any questions, as always, leave them down in the comments down below. But I did make Megan a deal, so I said if you'd be in my video, I'll take you out to dinner. So that's where we're headed. We're gonna go hopefully sit on the patio and drink some margaritas, but we'll see if the weather holds up. So thank you all so much for taking the time out of your day to watch.
Could have been doing anything.
Anything in the entire world.
And you chose to spend a few minutes with us.
That is pretty awesome. Please give the video a like, subscribe to the channel if you are new. You can say bye to Alfie as well. Yeah. We look forward to talking to y'all next time.